Alright everybody, we got a tree here, an oak. It might be a black oak, I think. I don't think it's red, but I know it's not a white oak. It's dead. I marked it several months ago before the leaves fell off to cut. It just died. This one's dead. That one broke over. That's a black oak. I know that. There's a big one right here. It's curved. You can see a bunch of fungus growing on it all the way up to the top. And that's a red oak. Something's going through here killing it all. I don't know what it is, but over there on that corner of the property, I cut some several years ago. Maybe a couple years ago over there. I made videos about that. But now it's over here. I'd like for it to fall downhill. I don't know. I got my splitting or wedges, felon wedges, and I forgot my daggone hammer. I got that big breaker bar. I'm gonna use that as a hammer, I guess. But we'll see if I still got it. That downhill looks like that'd be the best way to fell it. If it falls that way, that'll be on my dad's line. His line's right there. Actually, that little white oak right there is on the line. I see a couple paint marks. It comes up the hill at an angle, but it don't matter. We'll see if I still got it. I'm gonna try to get it to fall downhill. Probably cut that nasty looking thing off. Notch it over here. I'll get it to fall some way. Spot. It falls back and pinches. Stop my cut right there and there. There's a big spider. I'll just cut that right off, hopefully. We'll find out. Well, that went where I wanted it to go. Ooh, that butt don't look too good though. I'm a little bit rusty at tree cutting. It's been a while since I cut a big tree down. I wouldn't call this one big, but pretty good size. Let's take a look. Kind of an awkward size stump. See what the, yeah, about 23 that way. The widest point looks like 28. I ended up cutting that butt off. It's got a bunch of nasty in it. Probably cut it off in here at first. See if that log's worth dragging out, what I'm gonna do. It might have some good in it. We'll get several logs out of it. It just died recently. See, the top exploded. Top's actually laying on my dad's property. That little tree right there, and this one's line trees. All that over there is my dad's, and right down there is the pond. The pond that where the dam broke and I rebuilt. A bunch of videos of that. But that's where that is. We're gonna cut this butt off and see if this thing's even worth dragging out of here. I'll cut off right there. You fellas stick around too. You'll watch me drag out a big, I think it's 36.5 foot long red oak log over that way with the dozer. I already got it chunked up. I did that last weekend, but we'll drag that monster where I can get it with the truck and trailer. Alright, that's a lot better. That's a good sellable log. You can see a little bit of soft right there where it started rotting, but that center, I do see a little brown spot here, here, and here. What is it they call that? Shake wood, I believe. And I believe that's where trees over the year sway back and forth, break and re-heal, I think. Don't hold me to that, but I'm not no timber cutter by no means. No, I'm an amateur timber cutter pretty much. But we'll go inside the rotten. That's 17 inches. But this will be the big end. The small end will be probably a couple inches less. But I'll drag it up there with the dozer. It's already running. I don't know if you can see it. I want to drag it up right through here. So stick around, you'll watch me drag this log too. I'll go to the dozer. Before I go to the dozer, this is that other tree I was telling you about. I don't know if you can see it, the sun's shining right in the camera. Of course, I see I got it marked. It's got all these mushrooms on it. I don't know what that is. It's all the way up the log, right in the sun. But that log, I'm sure that log will be a sellable log too. It's just bowed. I might save that for another day though. There's a good old 450. Already got her running. Already got her warmed up. get underneath this or not. I might. I gotta pull this winch cable out. You can see right there, I winched it up. When it's just dragging in the bare ground, it didn't have no pressure to tighten that up. I don't like doing that. It makes a lot of tangles in the winch cable. I need a new main winch on there, main winch cable. I think it's 5/8. I need to see how many feet of winch cable I can put on there. I'm not sure how much that holds. I got underneath it right there. So I'll drag this log up there on that road and I'll stretch that whole winch cable out and re-spool it up. I'll leave that chainsaw there for now. On. That winch right there needs a set of rollers on it. Somebody ripped them off who had this last. I need to fabricate up a new set of rollers. There we go. Lock her in. Take off. Good log there. There, that's in a good spot right there. I can chunk it up, come in with the tractor, fork it easy, and probably park the truck and trailer up there, and the next turnaround, take it on out to the sawmill. I had another video I made this morning, me cutting up old pine up in that mess up there. I started filming it, me cutting up the logs, and they would fell this way, this way, this way. It ended up being a bad experience, but I went ahead and called quits on that video up there. Just one of them days, nothing went right, messing with that pine in that thicket. So I just went over here and started cutting these red oak and black oaks up. I'll unhook this one, take it down in the field, and show you me video me dragging that big 36 and a half foot log. I mean, I gotta drag it to where I can get to it also. But hopefully you can stick around. We'll get right to it. Well, here's the big log. 36 and a half foot long red oak, and it's 28-inch wide at the butt. That's a pretty good size log there. Drag it up to where I can get to it, truck and trailer, probably at the pond, which is right over there. This road's a little bit rough up through there. I'd like to get it up there where it's easy to get to. Already got her hooked up, ready to go. I'll get a couple shots dragging this bad boy, and that'll probably be it. So I'll get the camera set up, enjoy the show. Well, I said the heck with it and brought it all the way up to the top of the hill. That's a big old log. I'll work it up here, get 3 10-foot logs out of it. That'd give me and the wife some extra money. Where it's nearing the end of the year, the weather's turning bad. Missing some days, and this is Thanksgiving week. It's actually Tuesday today, and I got rained out today. They rained us out yesterday before we left. Worked Monday, missed today, go in Wednesday, work half a day, get paid for a full day. We got to be off the road before noon, according to ODOT, Ohio Department of Transportation, because holiday travel, they don't want us on the road. But so I'll have a very short week this week. Right now, me and the wife need money, and we're gonna have a 20-hour check next week. Getting eat up with bills. Have a 7.5-month-old up there at the house. Bills are eating us up, so this will help offset the missing work, and gives me something to do, and gives me a video to make for YouTube. I've been off YouTube for a minute. I've been busy at work. Traveling 100 miles to work one way, Westerville, Ohio. Been running a drill rig for a while. That's done now. Did some welding up there, but that's life of bridge and highway work. So I'll be getting laid off soon, so I'll be making some more videos. But, hopefully you'll stick around to watch. But this is it for the day. I'm getting rained on. I'm wet, and get in the house and get warm. I'll catch yous later.